Hello everybody, this is Milky from Old School Rap back again with another video, and today people we're going to be talking about why Eazy-E was a great businessman. Eazy-E, the godfather of gangster and reality rap, and one of the most important and influential men in the world, not just in hip hop. One of the very few people that taught us just to not just be proud of who you are, where you're from, but how you got to where you are. Eazy-E never shied away from or lied about his past or where he came from. He has influenced millions of people and shaped the direction of West Coast hip-hop. In this video I'm going to be talking about and using 3 examples to show why Eazy-E was such a great businessman. There are many more, but I want to keep this video short and to the point, and if there are more that I missed and that I can think of later that I would like to discuss, I might make a part 2. So let's get right into it. The first example I want to use to show why Eazy-E was such a great businessman is literally his success story. How he went from selling drugs on the street to this huge influential character we know him as today. So as I'm sure everyone watching this video will know, Eazy-E used to sell drugs out on the streets of Compton. Later realising there was no end game in this and he would most likely end up dead or in jail, he used the money he made from the street, from selling drugs, to fund and start NWA, Ruthless Records, and also launch his own solo career. This to me shows he was a great and smart businessman because he took the money he made from the streets and invested it into something which made him way more money back than what he put in. Besides this, also having a successful business, money and fame, this also meant that the money he was making was legal and it wouldn't land him in jail for making it. He can continue to make it without fear of being arrested or landing in jail because of it, because there was nothing illegal about it. This also helped his family too because of his fame, because of his status, the name that Eazy-E had managed to build through himself, through Ruthless, through all of this, through NWA. It meant that his kids could also make a name in the music industry or other businesses because of who their father was. So this money he invested from the streets not only made him money, but also made his kids money and gave them successful paths that they could follow as well. Obviously, I'm not saying Eazy's kids didn't work for whatever success they have, because they clearly would have. But I'm just saying with Eazy being their father, of course that name, would have helped to push their name out further too. The second point I want to bring up in this is when Eazy-E visited the White House after being invited through a computer error, because he gave donations to a lot of different organisations, so I think his name must have been on some list where you automatically got invited for giving to these donations without realising who Eazy even was. According to the news report on it, before the Republicans realised that it was an error, that they didn't mean to invite Eazy-E had already sent in the money for the event and went to the president's lunch at the White House. And of course, as we know, Eazy-E wasn't no Republican. He said this himself. But he did this because he saw himself what a great chance for publicity this was. Eazy said it himself, he paid $1,500 for $1 million worth of press. He said as soon as he got off the plane, news sources like CNN and CBS were already there waiting for him. This man was a straight up genius. And the last thing I want to bring up on why Eazy-E was such a great businessman is the fact that he diversified. Not only did Eazy-E make his own music, he had his own record label with artists signed on to that label. He had his own Ruthless radio station. He also wanted to expand into other markets like comic books. I done a post about this on the Old School Rap page not too long ago, about how Eazy-E planned on making a comic book with the comic book artist Rob Liefeld called The Hood, which of course, because of Eazy-E's sad passing, never came to fruition. But in this post I have done, you can see some of the sketches for the characters that were supposed to be in the comic book. Imagine Eazy-E having his own comic book series. Me personally, I'm not personally a fan of comic books. Nothing wrong with being a fan of that, but it's just not something I'm into personally. But I'd be sure to buy and read those if they did come out. Definitely, it'd be something that would interest me. This is what I mean. Eazy-E did not only just focus on one way to make money, one way to make success, whatever. He diversified and went into other markets so that if one route he took failed, he would still have been okay because of all the other things that he had in place. He wouldn't be struggling for money, he wouldn't be struggling to make his money through whatever, because if one way that he took failed, he's got others ready there waiting on him just to be making more money from. Now the final thing I want to say before this video wraps up, just a quick story. I'm not sure if this is true or not, but DJ Yella mentioned, and I think it was in an interview before the Eazy-E, before Eazy-E passed, he was meant to go into the adult film business. But for those who don't know, Yella was in the adult film business for a while, but I'm not sure if Eazy did plan on doing this or if it was just something they thought of doing, and never got around to. But yet again, people, that's another big market to go into. Adult films are a very popular market. Could have made a lot of money through that. The man was a genius. So I hope everybody's realised this, and I hope this video has helped people see why he was a good businessman, and that none of his success was by accident. A lot of people have said this, that nothing that happened through Eazy-E's success was by accident or by luck. He carefully planned out and worked out everything the way it was going to work out. Anyway, people, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed, and let me know what you think. Let me know your opinion in the comments. As I say, I read all the comments. I always, reply, read and like as much as I possibly can. So I do appreciate everyone's input in the videos. I am Milky. This has been Old School Rap, and I will see you all in the next video.